Hello guys, I am Ava, and welcome to Bing Bing Coffee. Today, I am going to explain to you how mindfulness helps us to change the emotional health of our mind. Studies show that mindfulness has excellent benefits for overall health and particularly mental emotional health. Our mind always remains full of good and bad thoughts. Sometimes, we become stressed and confused due to overwhelming thoughts. Such stress and confusion may deteriorate the overall emotional health of our minds. We become useless and helpless, performance goes down and life becomes worse, and everything went against us. But we need immediate improvement to manage emotional health to keep our life on track. Unless you balance your emotional mental health, you will never become successful in your life. When you are very passionate, you take small things very seriously, and even the little worst things can damage your life badly. So one needs to take immediate actions to control mental health. Medicines may be the first way that comes to your mind. But I will never recommend that because taking medicine may give you temporary relief, but you can never get permanent relief from medicines. Medicines not only give you temporary relief, but also shows many side effects. With time, the same amount of dose does not heal your problem. So instead of becoming right, things become worse day by day. What is the next solution that gives you permanent relief and helps you control your mental and emotional health and heal yourself permanently? I have a solution for you that is very simple and also effective in healing your mental emotional health. Mindfulness. Mindfulness is the best solution that will help you control your emotional health and help you improve your mental, emotional health and maintain that state permanently. What does mean mindfulness? Mindfulness can be any mental or physical technique that you may use to focus your awareness on the present moments without making any judgment. You acknowledge the things around you, accept and cope with intrusive thoughts, negative feelings, sensations, and painful moments. Practicing mindfulness is pretty straightforward, but it is a powerful technique that helps you to change your mental, emotional health. So if you add this to your everyday routine, it can be a great addition to improving your mental health and teaching you to cope with the emotional state of your mind. How mindfulness works to change the emotional health of our mind. There are more chances that you may feel more pain from old memories, worries, fears about your future, especially when you are under stress or facing anxiety. If you do not acknowledge or accept the present moment, you cannot get relief from the anxiety and stress. In such stress and anxiety, the emotional health of your mind disturbs you frequently. If you are in such a state, you always feel very passionate about your surroundings. You feel like there is dark everything, everyone is happy, and no one cares about you. Little words or actions of others hurt you a lot, you become more emotional and reactive to small things. Such a state keeps your mind disturbed, you make a judgment about everything around you, especially about negative things. If you do not overcome such a condition of your mind, it may harm you in the future, and things become worse for you in the coming days. You can cover the situation with proper mindfulness and by acknowledging the present moment. You should acknowledge and accept the things around you, like good or bad things, but do not try to judge such actions or things. You control your mental emotions by thinking that it's just a moment that will pass, so you need to worry about that. When you become stressed about your future, then you acknowledge your present moment and control your mental emotions by thinking about why you are becoming too emotional about a matter which still did not happen when you're not sure about happening of such a moment, then why you're worried about that event. Through such mindfulness and by accepting the present moments, but without making any judgment, one can control the emotional state of your mind. Through doing that, you can control your emotions and keep your mind peaceful and stress-free. If you make it your habit, it shows many positive impacts on your future and permanently changes your mind's emotional health. What are mindful moments? When it comes to mindfulness, it does not mean you have to stop everything from doing. It's your support, not the barrier in your progress. It is beneficial in the present, mindful moments in your mid of the day when your mind becomes overwhelmed with different thoughts that make your mental emotional and stressed. By practicing mindfulness, you can grow your mindful muscles and strengthen them. When you practice mindfulness, a sense of stillness and calm becomes pretty easy for you to complete your daily life challenges without disturbing your mental emotions. Mindfulness as therapies. Mindfulness is not just a recommendation for your routine activities, but there is much evidence that it's effective for changing the emotional health of our minds. Mindfulness used as part of many therapies to improve the mental health. Some popular mindfulness therapies are mindfulness-based cognitive behavioral therapy, MCBT, dialectical behavior therapy, DBT, mindfulness-based stress reduction, MBSR, acceptance and commitment therapy, ACT. Effects of mindfulness on the emotional health of your mind. Mindfulness meditation is one of the popular mindfulness techniques to use for changing the mental, emotional state. Through the guided or self-meditation of mindfulness, you can change your emotional health. By focusing on your senses to acknowledge and accept the things around you, then allow your thoughts to come and then go without awakening any emotions in your mind. It does not mean you become emotionless, it's a technique that connects you with your present. You only think about your present moment without judging and thinking anything about present actions, or their effect on your future, or why it happens due to mistakes in the past. Instead of thinking emotionally, accept things calmly and not make any judgment that keeps your emotions controlled. Benefits of mindfulness for the emotional state of mind. The benefits of mindfulness have been talked about for centuries, but from the last few decades, neuroscientists found many shreds of evidence that mindfulness helps to control and change the emotional health of minds. Mindfulness preserves the gray matter of your mind that is the primary thinking part of your brain. Protecting the gray matter enhances your control over your thoughts. When your thoughts are controlled, it also prevents your emotions and keeps your mind calm and peaceful. Mindfulness also helps to reduce the anxiety, stress, and fear that are also reasons for creating frequent emotions in your mind and make you very reactive about your surroundings. In such conditions, you become very emotional, and even on small things, you behave brutally, but mindfulness reduces such reasons, makes your mind less reactive, and controls your emotions. It also has positive impacts on your focus, concentration, and memory that improve your mental state. A good state of mind also can control emotions and deal with challenging things wisely. Mindfulness also shows positive impacts on the parts of your brain connected with emotional regulations, empathy, self-compassion, thinking, and learning. By improving such parts' health, the emotional health of our mind also improves, and we become able to change the state of emotions. How does mindfulness change the emotional health of our minds? It's pretty easy to practice mindfulness to change the emotional health of our minds. Start with focusing on the senses and what you sense from your surroundings instead of ignoring the senses. Feel your senses like hearing, touching, taste, seeing, and smelling. While feeling, do not think or judge about such feelings, but accept them. Surely your mind will start making judgments. No worry, it's familiar. Simple turns back to your senses. Thoughts in your mind come and go, but you should be mindful. Make your mind as these are just thoughts. It will keep you aware of your senses and keep you touching with your present moments. Focus on your attention and breath. It will keep your mind towards your breath, and it will protect your mind from producing the worst emotions on bad things. You can practice that for 5 to 10 minutes or as much as time you can easily do. Finally, mindfulness is in practice for centuries for peace of mind and to control emotions. But in the last 5 decades, scientists found many shreds of evidence. One can control the emotional state of mind through proper mindfulness and keep his mind calm and peaceful. In stress and anxiety, many of us become emotional and behave very brutally on little things, which is just harm and nothing else, not just for our mind, but also for overall health. But mindfulness has excellent benefits for changing the emotional health of our minds. If you have any questions, please comment in the comment section of my video. Thanks for watching.